Okay, guys, I'm back, and before I get started, I hope that you guys have been watching my previous videos, including the video that I made. It's called Need for Speed Bounty Hunter trailer. That's right, guys. I am making a Need for Speed movie called Need for Speed Bounty Hunter. If you want to know what it is, just let me know. Leave the comments down below, and I'll tell you about it. Okay? As soon as I can. But I'll be away again tomorrow because my niece is gonna have a I think it's like dance or gymnastics competition, some kind of a competition, and I'll be away for a while because of it, and it's really big. But anyway, let's get started with the final part, with the next part of episode 10 of season 1 of Only a Chaos, shall we? Here we go, guys. In 3, 2, 1, start.
That's another reason why I don't want anyone else to know. Every hedgehog born on my father's side eventually had cutie marks. I don't know how true the stories are about my father's side. These stories go as far back as 30,000 years ago, when Mobius was a very different place. All I do know is that my father's side was part of the hedgehog royal family that ruled over the hedgehogs of Mobius. My dad always told us stories of a lost race of ponies that once lived in the Equestrian Empire on Mobius. My father told me and Sonic that a great war broke out on Mobius over 30,000 years ago, that the hedgehogs wanted peace. So as a showing of unity and alliance, the Equestrians offered Princess Soletta, and the hedgehogs, my family, technically, offered Prince Tully to be married. Prince Tully would eventually have children together. Some were ponies and some were hedgehogs, but the one thing they all had in common were cutie marks. Pinkie Pie is stunned. Manic, we have to tell Twilight about this. If what you're saying is true, then everything we thought we knew about the history of Equestria has changed. Does Sonic have a cutie mark too? Yeah, Sonic and I are the only two hedgehogs alive with cutie marks. Pinkie, I know you want to tell Twilight about this, but this is something that's personal to me. Please keep this between us. Alright, I'll keep your secret, Manic, but at some point this is going to become very planning on keeping this a secret. If your cutie mark decides to light up on stage while you're performing in DJ Poetry's band, then there's Rainbow Dash. She deserves to know that Sonic has a cutie mark too. Pinkie, if every pony found out that Sonic and I have cutie marks, that date... Pinkie, if every pony found out that Sonic and I have cutie marks that date back to our bloodline over 30,000 years, it could cause a panic. I never thought the stories my father told about the Equestrian Empire on Mobius were true until I arrived on this planet. All of a sudden, it started to make sense. The race of ponies that lived on Mobius that disappeared 30,000 years ago was here on this planet the entire time. There's no history of us ever coming from Mobius. This would change Pinkie for burdening you with this secret. I love you. Pinkie Pie goes over to Manic and gives him a hug and a kiss. I love you too, Manic. I am proud of you for being honest with me. I'm so excited for you being in DJ Poetry's band. After all this serious talk, I'm ready. Boy, you said it. I'm starving. Thanks again, Pinkie, for being awesome. And my angel. Pinkie Pie smiles. And you're mine. As Pinkie Pie and Manic shared dinner together, Pinkie Pie couldn't help but feel conflicted about keeping Manic's secret a secret. She knew that would change everything about the history of the ponies of Equestria thought they knew. Pinkie Pie, however, realizes now she did make a pinky promise to Manic to keep the secret, so she has no choice.
Don't you dare break that pinky promise, Pinkie!
Well, in the past, Pinkie decides to celebrate with Manic on his achievement of getting into the DJ Poetry band. Meanwhile, back in Havens Point, Rarity and Spike have just made it up to their hotel suite for the evening. Rarity and Spike were the only two who didn't make the trip back to Ponyville, following Soren's memorial service. Rarity needs some time alone with Spike, since they have yet to discuss the incident that took place between Rarity and Silver. Rarity in Spike's hotel room. Dinner was lovely, Spike. I've had a great time with you this evening. It's been wonderful actually having ample time to catch up with you. Yeah, it was nice to finally have a date with you. It makes what I have to tell you so much harder. Rarity and Spike go over and sit on the couch. Spiky Poo, I'm sorry for kissing Silver. It was a terrible mistake, and I took for granted just how much you really do mean to me. I never realized it until that night. If you really love me, then you kissing Silver should have never happened in the first place. The fact is, you were intrigued and attracted to him immediately. It took me 6 years to get a real kiss from you, and it only took Silver a couple of hours. That alone is hurtful, knowing what took 6 years for us to build towards was replaced by Silver in a matter of hours. I never replaced you, Spike. You can't ever be replaced. This is what I know after 6 years of friendship, and now a romance with you, Spike. I know that you are my dragon forever, and no hunky, charming, sweet-talking Silver Hedgehog is going to ever mean to me what you do, Spike.
Oh boy,
There has never been
are
anyone who
fighting.
has shown me the kindness,
Or arguing,
love,
I
and
should
devotion
say.
you have shown me over the years. I am so ashamed that it took a kiss with Silver for me to truly understand just how deep the depths of love I have for you really goes. You expect me to just shake this off like it's not supposed to hurt me. What you don't understand is that when you kissed Silver, my biggest fear about being in a relationship with you came true. The fear that I would only be good enough until somebody better would come along. Rarity, I don't want to be your second choice, and I certainly don't want you to stay with me out of guilt. Darling, I love you, and you are most certainly not a villain until some pony or hedgehog better replaces you. I'll admit, I've always had reservations about being in love with a dragon, but when I chose to be with you, it was because I really wanted to spend the rest of my life with you, Spike. The biggest problem we face as a couple is that we don't see each other much anymore. Move in with me, Spike. Move in with you? Absolutely. I believe it's the next step in our relationship. Spike, for 6 years we've had amazing friendship, but if we are truly to make it as a couple, we need more time together. I think if you were to move in, our relationship would grow because we're taking away that gap that separates us. The gap that separates us is trust, Rarity. You've always had reservations about being with me. Even on the day when you finally admitted that you were in love with me, you still had second thoughts because you were embarrassed by the fact that I'm a dragon. Ever since we've been together, I've been the one who's been making the effort. Not once have you taken time out to visit me at twilight. If that wasn't enough to make me feel insignificant, your kiss with Silver certainly was. I can't move in with you, Rarity, at least not right now. Are you saying you want to break up with me? Is this what you wanted to get off your chest? Yes, it was. I'm sorry, Rarity. I think you and I were great friends, but deep down we both know I'm not the Prince Charming you desired your entire life. Silver is everything you've ever wanted. I mean, look at him. He's handsome, charming, sweet, chivalrous, and he's incredibly powerful. I hate admitting this because I love you, and I know you love me too, but we both know that you'll regret not giving Silver a chance. I never intended this to happen, Spike. Oh, it's true, though. I can't stop thinking about him. I don't want to break your heart, Spike. You've been so incredible over the years. I don't know if I could say goodbye to you. You don't have to. I'm saying goodbye. I love you, Rarity. So much so I know when to admit that I'm not the one you need. My place in life is with Twilight, helping her balance all of her royal duties. Although this is the worst moment of my life, I'm going to walk out of this room with my head held high, because I know in the end this is how it needs to be. Thank you for the last 3 weeks. I finally got a chance to be with you, and I know we didn't last, but they were the best 3 weeks of my life. Spike, please. We'll always be friends, and I'll always be here for you when you need me. Goodbye, my sweet Rarity. I love you. Spike grabs Rarity and kisses her for the final time. Rarity opens the door for Spike. I'm sorry for taking you for granted, Spike. I'm sorry for not making you feel as special as you made me feel all these years. Please don't hate me. Hate is one emotion I can never have for you. Good luck with Silver, Rarity. I hope he is truly everything you've ever wanted. Spike exits Rarity's room. Rarity closes the door and begins sobbing. Spike starts to cry as he hears Rarity crying. Spike to himself, "Keep walking, Spike. Don't turn back." Spike followed his own advice and kept walking until he reached the Havens Point train station. Spike boarded the train heading for Ponyville. He stared out the window of the train. As he looked out the window, he could see tears falling down his cheeks in his reflection. Spike, although heartbroken, knew he made the best decision not only for himself but for Rarity as well. Spike eventually fell asleep during the 5-hour train ride returning to Ponyville. Rarity also cried herself to sleep back at the hotel in Havens Point. She felt guilty for hurting Spike, but she knew that it indeed was her fault why Spike left her. Back in Ponyville, there was also a pony who was having a difficult time sleeping this evening. Rainbow Dash is still lying awake in the gentle embraces of Sonic. Rainbow Dash is in shock to see her clock reach 2:30 in the morning. She decides to wiggle free from Sonic's embrace. Dash puts on her robe and slides into her slippers, then heads to her kitchen. She wearily grabs an empty champagne glass and opens the refrigerator. She pours herself a glass of apple cider and heads out to her patio. Rainbow Dash takes off her slippers and sticks her legs into her hot tub. She looks up, gazing at the stars, wondering if Soren is looking down on her. She takes a sip of apple cider. Awake, decides to see if she needs comfort. Rainbow Dash still looking up at the stars. Sonic makes his way onto Rainbow Dash's patio.
Oh.
Sleepless night, huh? Yep. Thanks for holding me most of the night. It means a lot to me.
Poor Rainbow. I know how she feels. It kind of reminds me of when I lost my grandmother
my arms
back in
you,
2012.
Thinking about Soren. Sonic sits next to Rainbow Dash.
It's hard to
puts his
lose
arm
someone you
around Rainbow
love.
Dash and sticks his feet into the water. Yeah, I'm thinking about his lies more so than about him. Sonic, I can't sleep tonight because I can't help but feel guilty that I couldn't do more for him. I should have been there. He didn't allow you to be there. You can't blame yourself for that. I can't sleep because I feel like had Soren been honest with me about the fantasies from the start, I would have still been married to him, and I would have taken care of him. You and I would have never met, and just thinking of that has kept me awake the entire night. Soren really was looking out for me when he staged that affair to cover up his illness from me. Sonic, I don't mean this in a bad way, but in a sense, our entire relationship happened as an end result of one of Soren's lies. You can't change the past or how it plays a role in your life today. I understand what you're feeling and how it scares you if things had been different that we wouldn't be together. I look at the situation with Soren and I feel thankful that he did lie to you. Not that I condone it, but you're right. Had he had been honest, we probably wouldn't be sitting together with our hot tub. I'd probably be with Amy right now trying to force love instead of actually living real love with you. Rainbow Dash smiles. This whole thing between us is crazy, Sonic. I think about it now and I wonder, I'm a pony and Sonic's a hedgehog. How is love even possible between the two of us? Are you at all concerned that we're not the same species? Heck, we're not even from the same planet. No, not at all. Look at our friends, Applejack and Knuckles, Pinkie Pie and Manic, Shadow and Starlight. Sometimes, and there isn't always a rational explanation for it. I know you think you and I wouldn't be possible had it not been for Soren's lies. But what about the Metarex's role in all this? Had they not destroyed Mobius, Knuckles wouldn't have had to use the Master Emerald's Chaos Control to get us to this planet for safety. I see your point, Sonic. Sonic looks and touches his right hip where his cutie mark is. And as far as a pony and a hedgehog being together, let's just say I know everything is going to work out just fine. Rainbow Dash and Sonic kiss. Sonic, you mean everything to me. Please, I don't care how bad the truth is. I want you to always be honest with me. Don't ever push me away like Soren did. I love you, and no matter what we may face, I always want to face our problems together. I love you too, Dash, and you never have to worry. I've never told a lie in my life. I need and want you in my life forever, Rainbow Dash, so this hedgehog will never push you away. Rainbow Dash and Sonic begin kissing again. Sonic takes off Rainbow Dash's robe and drags Rainbow Dash into the hot tub as they continue to kiss. I thought you hate being submerged in water. There's something about this hot tub that makes me kind of like it. Besides, I don't have to know how to swim in a hot tub. Sonic sits in the water. Rainbow Dash turns the hot tub jets on and sits next to him. Rainbow Dash cuddles up with Sonic and they enjoy the warm water together. Friday morning had arrived in Ponyville. The early August sun provided early warmth to this day. Ponies were waking up and heading off to work. Princess Twilight Sparkle's castle was abuzz early this morning as Twilight and Starlight were up planning how to keep Rouge's surprise party a surprise. A weary Spike has now made it home to Ponyville. Pinkie Pie spots Spike walking as she's outside Sugar Cube Corner, setting up the tables and chairs for the early rush of customers that like to have their morning coffee outside. Outside at Sugar Cube Corner.
Oh boy.
Hey Spike, is everything okay? You look awful. Good morning, Pinkie. Things didn't go so well last night with Rary. I broke up with her. Pinkie Pie hugs Spike. I'm sorry, Spike. Was this whole thing over the silver kiss thing? Probably that was the biggest thing, but she was never totally invested in our relationship from the start. The truth is, Pinkie, I didn't want to waste my time trying to make her happy, when in reality she wants silver. Well, you look exhausted. Take a seat and I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Sounds great.
Oh,
Thanks,
poor
Pinkie.
Spike.
Spike sits down at one of the tables outside. Excuse me. Manic exits the bakery. Yo, what's up, Spike the Dragon, dude? Manic fist bumps Spike. You're awfully chipper this morning, Manic. I take it you made the DJ Pole 3 band. I sure did, dude. Like there was any doubt that I would. How did you know about it? Pinkie Pie told us about it on the train up to Havens Point. She was really excited for you. You feeling okay, Spike? You look tired, bro. I've been better, Manic, but I'll get over it. Pinkie Pie bounces out of the bakery with Spike's coffee and a donut. How in the world do you bounce around and not spill a cup? Ugh. How in the world do you bounce around and not spill a drop of coffee is beyond me, babe. It defies the possibilities of physics. Haha, physics. I'm Pinkie Pie. The laws of physics don't apply to this pony.
No,
Here's your
jeez.
coffee,
No
and I
kidding.
have a donut just for the heck of it. Thank you. No probs. It's the least I could do for a friend who's feeling blue. Pinkie, I have to run. We have rehearsal in 15 minutes. Manic kisses Pinkie Pie. Do you think you'll be home in time to go to Rouge's party, or should I just meet you at Twilight's? We'll play it out. Worst case scenario, I'll just meet you there. Catch you guys later. I love you, Angel. Manic starts leaving. I love you too, Manic. Have a productive day. How's the coffee and donut, Spike? Delicious and definitely hitting the spot. I better get going myself and see if Twilight needs help with the party. Thanks for listening, Pinkie. You're a true friend. Anytime, Spike. See you tonight. Spike leaves. Twilight's castle. So, what's the plan? Once Rouge wakes up, I will get her out of the castle so you and the boys can start setting everything up. Everyone should be here by 5. I will arrive with Rouge around 5:30. I called the Irish Pony last night and they would deliver the food at 6, so no worries there. Other than decorating and putting out some chips and dip, there's not much else to do. I talked to Applejack and Pinkie Pie last night on the way back to Ponyville. AJ said she'll bring a couple of Dutch apple pies, and Pinkie is bringing a box of her super chocolatey bomb cupcakes or something like that, too. Well, I guess I won't need a cake then. I could scratch that off my list. You made a list for hanging out with Rouge today? Of course I did. I have to make sure I stick to the schedule. I have everything perfectly planned for us to arrive right at 5:30. Can I ask how you tolerate me as your pupil? I'm so off the cuff when it comes to my life, and I certainly don't organize my day like you do. We're two different kinds of ponies, Starlight. Trust me, some ponies operate better with no structure, but I'm so busy being the Princess of Friendship, I honestly could not operate without my schedules and lists. Spike enters the castle. Good morning, ladies. Twilight, I'm here to help. Spike, you look exhausted.
Spike.
I wasn't expecting you back here until at least the afternoon. Spike sips the last of his coffee. Yeah, I know. I left Havens Point in the middle of the night. I broke up with Rarity. Oh no, Spike. I'm sorry to hear that, Spike. I think you made the right choice in the end. Why don't you go up to my room and take a nap? Starlight and the boys can handle decorating the castle while I'm out with Rouge today. No, I don't think I'd be able to sleep even if I wanted to. I may have been the one who ended the relationship, but it still hurts that I had to do it. I just want to keep myself busy today so I don't have to think about it. Sweet Apple Acres. Applejack is in the kitchen with Apple Bloom. They are waiting on the pies to finish. That was fun making Dutch apple pie with you, Applejack. I never knew that you and Granny put that much work into it. Well, it's important for you to see how we apples do things. The secret to our great bacon is that we never store-buy anything but flour and sugar. I'm so proud of all our family's recipes. Over 75 years of great apple bacon here from Sweet Apple Acres. That kind of sounds like a commercial jingle or something. Granny Smith and Big Mac enter. Well, it's the truth, Apple Bloom. I've been on this here apple orchard for over 75 years, and the best apple baked goodness comes from Sweet Apple Acres. Yup.
Yup. Oh, Big Mac, you never cease to amaze me.
Like Applejack said, we have such a great reputation over Equestria, and the reason is quality. Nothing but good old-fashioned bacon from scratch here. It's such hard work, Granny. How have you been able to do it all
We're
these
getting
years?
close to the end here.
Luckily for me, I've had Applejack all these years to help me keep this farm in business. I couldn't keep Applejack out of this kitchen when she was a filly. I was just iterating that, and I enjoyed spending time with you. Apple Bloom, I hope to teach you all of our family's recipes so you can pass our traditions down as well. Where's Knuckles this morning? He's out in the barn making the apple cider for the farmer's market on Sunday. Big Mac, did you try his apple cider from last week? Nope. Big Mac, it was really good. Applejack taught Knuckles well. Yes, I did. You see, Apple Bloom, even Knuckles wants to help our family tradition of running Sweet Apple Acres going. Knuckles enters the house. Oh man, the smell of those pies wafted all the way to the barn. Please tell me you made an extra one for us, Applejack. Applejack rushes over and kisses Knuckles. You know I did, Knucks. Give it about 15 more minutes and the pies will be out of the oven. How's it going out in the barn with the cider making? I'm done. All that's left is adding the ingredients to the cider and putting it into gallons. I couldn't handle the smell of those pies any longer. Seriously, I had to come in just to check it out. Aw, dang it, Nux. I forgot we were almost out of ground cinnamon for the cider. Don't worry. Big Mac and I went into town yesterday while you were in Havens Point, and we picked up 3 50-pound bags of ground cinnamon for the cider. Me and the big lug had it covered. Yep. Applejack breathes a sigh of relief. Oh, boy, you guys are lifesavers. As the morning gave way to the afternoon, Twilight and Rouge enjoyed a day at the spa. Twilight gave Rouge the royal treatment, which included massages, facials, manicures, and pedlars. Twilight also took Rouge clothes shopping. Rouge picked out a couple of nice outfits, and as it began to near 4 p.m., Twilight checked her checklist and decided it was time to head over to Sugar Cube Corner for a quick coffee stop. Twilight and Rouge enter Sugar Cube Corner. Hi, girls. What can I get for you? Hi, Pinky. Shouldn't you be getting off soon? Oh, yeah, not to worry, Twilight. Mrs. Cake is feeding the babies, and she'll be right down to close up for the night. Seriously, Twilight, now you have Pinky's schedule memorized? I tell you, Pinky, Twilight can't do anything in life without a list.
Oh,
I mean, I've had fun today and all, but Twilight has had this entire day planned to a perfect T. I'm sorry, but I'm a stickler for details. Anyway, I will have a strawberry and banana smoothie. And for you, Rouge? I'll take a regular coffee with vanilla cream, please. Coming right up, girls. That'll be 6 bits. Twilight pays Pinkie Pie. Pinkie, we'll be outside, okay? Okie dokie dokie. Twilight and Rouge grab a seat outside. Sparkles, I had a great time with you today. Thank you for making my last day with you special. You created the perfect list for a perfect day. You're welcome, Rouge. I'm going to miss you when you're gone. You brought so much positive energy and fun into my life. I never thought when Princess Celestia put me in charge of acclimating you to Equestria that I'd find my best friend. Are you looking forward to all the adventures you're about to have being a Wonderbolt? Honestly, not really. I'd much rather stay here with you, Your Highness. I wish you could too, Rouge. My castle is going to be a very quiet place in a month. Are you seriously still going to kick everyone out over a little bottle of champagne? It's not about the champagne, Rouge. It's the principle of having your personal property stolen and having your trust broken. I opened my castle up to Shadow, even after he attacked us over the Chaos Emeralds. I just feel betrayed that his way of showing gratitude is by breaking into my personal property. So yes, I'm still kicking everyone out. Besides, Shadow and Starlight need their own dwelling anyway. I don't want to be involved in every aspect of the relationship. I know what you mean there. Trust me, seeing and hearing Shadow and Starlight has been no picnic for me either. Pinkie Pie bounces outside with Twilight Rouge's drinks. There you are, ladies. Thanks, Pinkie. Yeah, thanks, Pinktastic. Pinkie Pie giggles. You're very welcome. Pinkie Pie bounces back into the bakery. Why has living with Shadow and Starlight been rough? Shadow and I officially broke up yesterday after 4 years of being together on Mobius. What?
Oh boy.
You mean you and Shadow were together when you came to Equestria? Shadow doesn't see it that way, but I was undoubtedly in love with him. You know the story about Starlight coming to Mobius and falling in love with Shadow. Well, after Starlight vanished from Mobius, Shadow was emotionally destroyed, and I was the only friend he had, so I comforted him. Over time, Shadow and I developed a trust, and we started a romance. That romance never ended on Mobius. It ended the second Shadow was reunited with Starlight here in Equestria. Oh, Rouge, why didn't you tell me this sooner? Because it wasn't until last night that I finally had Shadow to myself to confront him about our relationship. The entire time we've been in Equestria, I've sat back and bit my tongue watching those two. I don't understand, Twilight, how Shadow can so easily forget that I have loved him for the past 4 years, essentially throwing me in the trash for Starlight, who bailed on him. Does Starlight know any of this? My guess, probably not. None of this matters now anyway. Tomorrow I leave to become a Wonderbolt. I won't have time for a relationship anyway. I'm just hurt because I know Shadow and I had something real, and he threw me away all because Starlight saved his life. Twilight gets up and hugs Rouge. I'm so sorry, Rouge. Thank you for opening up to me. You really are my best friend, and if you ever need me, I'll always be here for you. Thanks, Sparkles. You already know I love you, bestie. Well, you know me and my list of activities. We'll finish our drinks, and I have one last surprise for you waiting at the castle. Wow, Sparkles, you went all out on this girl today. I appreciate everything you've done for me the last month. I'll miss our friendship when I'm gone. Guests begin arriving at Twilight's castle as Rouge and Twilight finish their beverages at Sugar Cube Corner. Pinkie Pie waves goodbye to Twilight and Rouge as she's heading to Twilight's castle for Rouge's farewell party. Meanwhile, at Rarity's boutique, Rarity has spent the afternoon secluded in her room crying. Cream, now concerned over Rarity's sorrow, has decided to go up to Rarity's bedroom to try and console her. Rarity's bedroom door. What do you want, Cream? I just wanted to check on you. You've been upset all day, and I wanted to know if there was anything I could do for you. Rarity gets off her bed and opens the door. That's very kind of you, Cream. Please, come in. Are you still going to Rouge's farewell party tonight? I don't think I'm attending. Look at me, Cream. I'm a wreck. Well, maybe going to Rouge's party will help you feel better. I know when I'm sad, hanging out with my friends always helps cheer me up.
Yeah.
friends can't help me with this one, Cream. I've been waiting so long to fall in love, and when I finally found it was Spike, I destroyed it. One moment with Silver wrecked everything Spike and I built for 6 years. Oh, how could I be so foolish, so selfish? Spike was right last night when he said I took him for granted. I always minimized him. Spike has always been my rock, my dragon who has always been there for me. I never appreciated him. Rarity continues crying. Cream hugs Rarity. Cheese, sadly. Choo choo. Rarity, I'm really sorry. It's my fault that Spike broke up with you. Spike never saw you kissing Silver, but I did. Rarity breaks away from Cream and dries her eyes. What are you saying? Spike told me at the gala that he saw me kissing Silver. The night before the gala, when you and the girls went to Camelot, Spike came by to check on me and to see if I needed any help with last-minute preparations. As we were talking, Spike told me he felt you pulling away from him. He didn't understand why I was so angry with you for kissing Silver. I saw how sad Spike was, and I'm not good at keeping secrets. So out of guilt, I told Spike that I saw you kissing Silver.
Oh, wow. I wonder how Rarity's going to react to that. Realization. Oh, we'll find out maybe some other night. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll do another one more here soon. But I'll see what I'll see. But anyway, guys, that's all for now. And if I think of maybe doing another one tonight, I'll just do it and then put it up Wednesday morning. Alright, guys, that's all for now. This is what I have to say. So long. Till next time, River Pony. Bye.